Hey, man. Boys, man, how y'all been, bro? It seems like it feels like it's just been a minute. It's Oreo reviews, bro. We back in here with another video. I look like fucking shit today. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been chilling all fucking day. But anyway, this is my review as always. Y'all know I drop these every Monday. My review for, what is this, episode 5? Is this episode 5 for Into the Badlands season 3? I want to say it's episode 5. Is it? Yeah, because episode 4, like I said, episode 4 was like the best fucking episode like ever last week. And so this episode was more like informational. At least that's what I was like when I got like halfway through the episode. I was like, okay, this is like, you know, interesting and all that, because it wasn't really fight oriented. Shit me, like them motherfuckers got lit like after a while. Like oh my god, I'm gonna just talk about that shit right now. Oh well, no, actually I can't, because I gotta give y'all like the context first. Well, y'all, if y'all are watching this, you've likely seen the episode. But anyway, this whole shit, it's about like, okay, Pilgrim, oh I meant T-Pain. Who the fuck is Pilgrim? T-Pain, he, you know, talking about this shit and that shit, and like, you know, the widow and her crew, they don't fuck with T-Pain and Whoopi and all them, and blah 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 blah. And now Chow, that's the bitch's name. I forgot. Like I said, the last Baron, you know, with the white, Chow, I couldn't remember her name. I got it. Her, and like her brother, the badass motherfucker from last week who fought Castor in that dope ass scene, you know, he dipped out on them. We found out that he jumped into Captain Hooks in them, you know, truck and shit, or, you know, car. And so we find out with him, you know, the ninja motherfucker, we found out that him and Widow, they had a little fling, a little, in a sense, you know, back in the day, back when she was a, what the fuck was she, a cult? I want to say, yeah, she was, you know, a little bitch, whatever. Like back when they was young, they showed a flashback, and he was the son of the Baron at that time, and the person that was over the Widow and all of them, you know, she was like a strict ass little hoe. She was like the Cinderella, you know, stepmama bitch. And so she was like, you know, fucking them up and all that type of shit. And she was like, listen, they had some type of celebration thing, I don't remember, but she was like, hey, y'all better not fuck shit up or I'm on your ass, you know. And so of course the Widow, like the dumb bitch she is, she, you know, walks in there, she's carrying a tray of drinks and shit, right? And Ninja Boy, he was like, oh hey Widow bitch, I don't remember her real name, but you know, he's like, yo, what's up bitch, like how you been? And she was like, oh what up ninja nigga? And you know, she like trips and like drops the shit, right? And so, you know, shit pop off, not in the sense, but you know, she go over there, she smacked the fuck out the girl, right? Was that her that smacked her, or was that the Baron? I don't remember, but she got smacked by somebody. And then ninja nigga, since he was the Baron's son, he was supposed to give her 10 lashes, you know. So they gave that nigga the pole, and he was supposed to just, you know, go at it on his whole back, right? But he was like, nah fam, I can't do it. And so his sister ended up giving the bitch lashes. The crazy thing about that shit though, cause I know for a fucking fact that nigga said 10. He said get that whole 10 lashes. I know for a fact I didn't mishear that shit. And so she like beating this whole ass, right? Like the Widow, she getting her ass whooped, right? And I counted at least like 12 or 13 of them hoes until they faded like into like the next scene. And so I'm like, damn, like they straight beat the shit out of her ass, and Ninja nigga couldn't do shit about it, you know. And so they talk about that or whatever. And so, you know, Ninja nigga, he's like, you know, hey Widow, you know, trust me, I know Chow, I know that bitch, I know how she think, you know, we can take that hoe down. And so she like, all right, cool, bet. Because at first she didn't believe him, she ain't trust his ass, but then once she remembered that, you know, they was cool. Transitioning, we see, you know, we going into Sunny and Badgie. They're on their journey to find the witch hoe. I cannot like remember her name, like I can't even pronounce this shit, but they find her, right? And so she pretty much, to kind of cut this shit short, she gives Henry a short-term a short-term fucking like a remedy or like a short term. She takes away or heals him of the dark shit for like a short amount of time, and so he's good for now. And so she tells Sonny and Badgie that you gotta actually find T-Pain if y'all actually wanna like get like a full, you wanna fully relieve Henry of the darkness and shit. And so they blah 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 blah. They go on pretty much now. They looking for that nigga, right? Getting into MK and all of that shit. Pretty much MK and the girl twin. We'll call her Zack and Castor as Cody. Keep that in mind. So MK, he talking with Zack, and Zack is like, no, that's not a good one because she's a girl. Fuck it, the girl twin. They've talking with MK, they chilling, blah 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 blah. Castor, he's like, oh, so you dip out for 10 minutes and you already find a new nigga? Hell nah. And so he wanna fight MK, but she like, nah fam, that ain't how it's gonna go. MK, he don't really know what's going on because he ended up joining the clique. He ended up hopping on the T-Pain train, and so he rolling with them now. And so that's that. And Chow, she sends, I'm all over the place with this shit, I'm sorry, but Chow, she sends her clippers and all that. They going to take down their refugee camp. They go to like burning that shit down and all that. And so the widow and them, they like, hell nah, we not having that shit because we looking for T-Pain. We trying to beat they ass. And so we all finna join in, And so Chow's people, they go in with Castor, right? And they start killing the fuck out of these hoes. Like, they start beating everybody ass in the refugee camp. And they just start going at it. And so Tilda and Castor, they go at it for a little bit. But then she runs into the widow. The widow tells Tilda, she's like, listen, go get these motherfuckers up out of here. I got this shit. And so we see a dope fight between Widow and Castor. Castor is a bitch. I mean, I was fucking with Castor for the longest. I was with that nigga, bro. But as soon as the Widow just started beating his ass, I was like, man, fuck, that nigga weak as fuck. But anyway, like it was like a dope fight and everything, but they fight on the little trailer shit that Tilda was in. We also see her, she starts smashing her little girlfriend. That's what that is, what it is. But what was really dope was as soon as the ninja nigga, he fucking hopped off the caravan and they start fucking going at it. And then it's Chow's main, clipper nigga, like her Sonny, pretty much the black guy, him and the ninja nigga, they go at it. They start fucking throwing down, bro. Oh my god, that shit was so fucking crazy lit, bro. But then ninja nigga, he ended up kind of he got like stabbed real quick or whatever. He kind of got a little fucked up. But so then that's when Captain Hook and Tilda, like they all run up, they all like side by side and shit. It's the ninja nigga, Tilda, and fucking Captain Hook. Nigga got scared. Chow, bitch, that nigga ran off. And so that was that. But they all like started fighting. Like you see Captain Hook, he was beating niggas asses. Tilda, she was beating niggas asses. Ninja nigga was beating the fuck out of niggas. Widow was beating the fuck out of motherfuckers. And so that's pretty much where this episode kind of ends. I glossed over shit here and there, but that was like all of the main shits of the episode, bro. This was a dope ass episode again. There wasn't as much like action and shit as the last episode, which granted, you're not gonna have an episode like episode 4 every single week, because that was one of those, like, how do you explain, like, in like any show pretty much that's action based, or you can even look at certain like animes and shit. So like with Dragon Ball, right? Like in Dragon Ball Super, you'll have that episode where it ain't shit but just like fights after fight, like after fighting and all this fucking fighting and shit. And so it's like dope. But then like your next episode is more so like, all right, let's cover the ground or whatever. Let's talk about the plot and all that shit. We'll have a fight here and there though, but it's mostly plot based. That's what this episode was. It was plot based, but even the plot and everything I thought was interesting. And they went at it again. Like I said, the fight scene in this episode, if they would have threw this into last week's episode along with those other 2-3 fight scenes, Jesus Christ. Let me know what you guys think about the episode in the comments, man. It's been Oreo Reviews. New videos all week, every week, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, share. Subscribe if y'all are new to the channel. Tap that notification bell, man. Get notified every time I upload, which is all week, every week. Y'all already know that, though. We out.